engineers are making over $300,000 every single year. And especially at top tech companies, that number could get even crazier, going over $1 million. And so, if you want to become that rich AI engineer, this is a video for you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sajjaad. I got my master's in AI and computer science from Georgia Tech when I was 20. I worked at big tech companies like Amazon, and I interview popular tech CEOs to get a real insider scoop on the future of AI. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact 4-level AI engineer stack that you need to land your first $300,000 AI engineer job. Even if you have no experience whatsoever, it's completely fine. I'm going to take you from the absolute fundamentals of AI engineering all the way to actually getting that job with specific resources, skills, and projects you can start doing today. And so, if you're ready for this AI engineer roadmap masterclass, let's get into it right away. The first block on our AI engineer stack is our foundations, and most people skip this part because it's not the exciting AI ML stuff, but this stuff is actually so important, so please slow down, and there are actually 3 skills I want you to focus on in this section. The first skill is learning Python, the coding language, and the reason is that pretty much every AI and machine learning tool on the planet lives in Python. PyTorch, the OpenAI SDK, Hugging Face, LangChain, they all speak Python first, so it is the language the entire field is built on. Now, when you are learning this language, it is very important that you do not fall into tutorial hell. I went through this a lot where I would just watch tutorial after tutorial thinking I was learning, but you do not learn until you start building. So stop consuming and start creating. The second skill you must master is SQL. And the reason for that is because AI runs on data. The AI model is only as good as the data you feed it, and the programming language of data is SQL. It is how you retrieve data from databases and actually shape it into something you can use. And compared to everything else I'm going to talk about in this video, it's probably the easiest skill you're going to pick up. But if you are curious, at basics, you should know at least these 3. Select is used to pull the data you want. Where is used to filter down the data. And joins is used to combine data across 3 tables. These 3 are cornerstone commands for SQL, so use them a lot. Put them in your projects, and just like that, slowly but surely, over time, you will become a solid SQL coder. The third foundational skill to master is API architecture, and this is huge for software engineers, and moreover now for AI engineers too. Think of API architecture kind of like how a bank works. A bank contains vaults where it stores millions and millions of dollars, and you, as a regular person, cannot just walk into the vault and take the money out. Instead, you go to an ATM, which is a controlled window where you make your request and then you receive your cash. Similarly, software works the same exact way. When Amazon.com wants to retrieve your customer order, it doesn't go into the database directly. It communicates through the API. It submits a request, receives the data, and then presents it on the screen. And as an AI engineer, you will regularly be working with APIs, sending requests to OpenAI or Anthropic's APIs to actually access their models. So make sure you master this. Moving on to the second block of our AI engineering stack, it's time to learn how to harness the AI models. We got our foundation solid, and now we must actually start learning and building with AI. And I have a simple framework called CAM to help you remember this. C-A-M, CAM. C is for context engineering, and this is the most underrated skill in this whole section. You see, a lot of people just focus on basic prompt engineering, like obsessing over how to word the question they ask the model to get the most out of it. But if you learn how to set up the entire context your AI model operates in, you get ahead of almost everyone. Maybe you learn how to build a system prompt for tasks you run over and over again, because that's exactly what your model needs to be efficient in knowing what you expect every time. Or even better than that, maybe build a master prompt so the AI knows exactly who you are. Are you a student? Are you a seasoned engineer? Are you a researcher? Develop a master prompt, put it into your AI, and you'll see it do wonders. Because everyone knows how to use AI in a general sense. But if you want to be an AI engineer and get paid top dollar, you actually have to know how to shape AI for your specific needs. The whole secret is in the context that you engineer. A is for AI APIs, mainly the OpenAI and Anthropic ones. So you already know what an API is from block 1, but now you have to put it into practice by pointing that skills straight at the AI models. And the best way to start is with your own practice project, because nothing teaches you like building. What I would do is drop a block of text into a note file, then write a bit of Python code that reads that file, parses the text, and sends it into the OpenAI API to get back a clean 3-sentence summary. From there, you can push it further further, like having it translate the text into another language or pulling out key action items. And as you practice prompting and shaping the context through these APIs, you will get stronger at both API usage and AI usage. To take it up a notch, we have M, and that is for models. I want you to get into the practice of running your own models, and the best place to start is Hugging Face, which is a giant library of free pre-trained models you can download and run on your own machine. You can find a model that is good for image generation, text classification, or even 3D modeling. Ultimately, just download one and put it into practice across different use cases, because that is how you actually build real knowledge and skill as an AI engineer. Now, everything from here in level 2, with harnessing the models, and then ultimately getting to the point where you can ship real AI systems, is exactly where DataCamp took me from knowing the concepts to actually building them. I've used DataCamp for a while to level up my own skills, and their Associate AI Engineer for Developers track maps almost one-to-one onto this stack. The OpenAI and Anthropic APIs, Hugging Face, LangChain, vector databases, prompt and context engineering, and the LLM ops side of deploying real systems. The free tools I mentioned, Hugging Face, the GitHub repo, are great to practice alongside it, and the track is what strings them into a real end-to-end skill set instead of scattered experiments. Plus, it's all hands-on. You build real projects you can put straight on your resume. And when you're ready to prove it, their AI Engineer for Developers Association certification is a credential you can put on LinkedIn, which matters more every month as this field gets competitive. Plus, their Python programming fundamentals track and SQL fundamentals track are perfect for those who want to learn. It's fully interactive. Every concept is a bite-sized lesson you apply in the browser straight away, so you're writing real code from lesson 1 instead of just watching. If you want to get started, all tracks are linked down below for you to use. So now at this point, you actually have basic AI engineering skills. But to actually take it to the next level, where you can create end-to-end AI projects, that's where we move to level 3, shipping AI systems, and there are 4 skills here to focus on. The first skill you must master is RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. So typically models like ChatGPT or Claude know everything that exists out there on the internet. But what if you work for a private company and it has its own data or specific policies? ChatGPT has no idea what it is. So you need to set up your own RAG pipeline if you want an AI model to know your specific data. And so here's how it works. First, you take all your data and your documentations and break it into small chunks. Each chunk turns into an embedding, which is just numbers that are used for the AI model to read through. Those embeddings get stored in a vector database. Ultimately, when someone asks a question, this is the retrieval part, the system searches the database and pulls out the relevant chunks for that said question. And it does augmentation to that prompt. Then ultimately, it does the generation. It gives you the answer using the context it has, so it gives the user what they want. The second skill you must master is agents. This is where the entire AI industry is sprinting right now. So most people used to use AI by prompting ChatGPT and asking it to give you some code. But now with agents, you have mini workers for you, which amplifies this whole thing. It can do your whole coding project end to end. It can read through documentation, write all the code for you, review all the code for you, and add test cases for you. Each agent is in charge of specific tasks instead of you having to prompt ChatGPT one by one. And then you can kick it up a notch with MCP, or Model Context Protocol, which gives your agents access to a whole bunch of apps. For example, once your agents finish the code, they could connect to GitHub through MCP, push everything to your repo, and open a pull request for your team to review and message your teammates on Slack. They can do all of this for you without you having to lift a single finger. And as you continue to develop more and more projects, this naturally leads into the third skill you must master, and that is deployment. Because creating projects is cool, but it doesn't really matter unless it's out there for everyone to see. And so you must learn Docker, because this tool will pack your code, dependencies, and your model into a container, which you can then take and put on AWS or GCP, which allows you to effectively host your code for the whole world to see. And especially if you want to get hired, learning Docker, AWS, and GCP will increase your chances by so much because so few people actually spend the time to learn it well. Matter of fact, from my own experience during an interview, I landed that job just by walking the recruiter through all the different AWS technologies I knew, because I knew that was going to impress literally anyone and easily set me apart. The fourth skill you must master is evaluation and governance. So once your system is live, you have to keep it reliable and keep it under control. Evaluation automation is how you keep it reliable, because you cannot improve what you do not measure. A framework like Deep Eval lets you test your system for hallucinations and consistency, and analytics tools like PostHog or Amplitude show you how real people actually use it and where they drop off. Governance is how you keep it under control, and that mostly comes down to cost, because at scale, AI bills explode. And this is where you're going to learn something called model routing. For example, if I ask AI a simple question like, what color is the Statue of Liberty? I don't really need the most advanced or expensive model to answer that. Instead, I can save money and use a cheaper model. But if I ask it to break down complex tasks or write essays for me, that may involve a more costly, expensive model. And knowing how to separate which one at what time will not only make you a great AI engineer, but it'll take your project to the finish line and save you lots of money. Now, at this point, you've developed majority of the skills you need to become an AI engineer. And as good as you might be, no one will hire you until you can turn your skills and knowledge into actual proof. So for level 4, our focus is now landing the offer. And there are actually 2 things I want you to focus on. The first thing you need to do is build a real standout projects. Far too many people just have basic coding tutorial projects and wonder why they can't get a call back from a recruiter. You need to have real impactful projects that show off your skills. And lucky for you, there's this free GitHub repository right here. Not only does it cover everything you need to know about AI engineering, but also if you scroll down to the capstone project section, you will find projects like an autonomous multi-agent system that plans and coordinates to finish a complex task on its own, or a large language model built from scratch where you actually learn agent orchestration, transformers, and model optimization. This will actually look so good on your resume and show that you're actually deep in the AI engineering field and not just a buzzword spammer. The second thing you need to do is get visible, because you could be the most talented AI engineer in your city, but if no one knows that you exist or what skills you even have, no one is going to hire you. So build your projects in public. Post what you're learning online, even if it feels unfinished, because that trail is what makes opportunities start coming to you instead of you chasing them. One of my friends would regularly post machine learning content on LinkedIn, and by the 3rd time he made a post, he had recruiters in his DMs offering to interview him for a position. But beyond that, I would encourage you, please go to meetups and conferences and don't wait for people to notice you. Instead, reach out first, seek connections, seek referrals, because in a crowded market where there are lots and lots of candidates, you need every advantage going for you to land that first job. Well, that's about all I have in this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in my absolutely free tech newsletter, link for that down below in the description. And if you want to see the interview that I had with the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, you might want to watch this video right here.